Ladies and gentlemen, you guys just missed out on the greatest intro, but I'm not even starting right now. I'm still talking to myself. This will not be put in, but I'm going to sit here, meditate,
take a break,
and I'm going to sing again.
Take a break.
I want the world to be blessed with my skills.
They should be.
I
think you're robbing them if you don't.
Yes.
You know?
Yes. Yeah, and you guys took the time to come onto my click on my stuff, watch me. And who am I not to give you my all?
Absolutely.
And my all is the shit.
It is. It really is.
Like, here's the thing. People talk about Rihanna, Billie Eilish. Not a chance.
Really?
Not a chance.
You could hold a candle to them?
A candle? I could hold a goddamn Elon Musk torch to their fucking face.
Yeah.
Shh. Dude, they say don't fight. They say don't fight fire with fire. But if my fire is bigger than your fire's out.
I mean, their stuff's fire, but yours
is. That's how fire works.
Extra fire. Fires, yeah. Let's hear it.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's have some fun. Bow, 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 bow. Let me get up in your ear tonight. Sit back, alright. Listen to the show, the Marshal Kramer show. We're gonna get in a second. We're gonna go. But right now, I got this. We're gonna do even better than that.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, here we go. Hey, the Marshal Kramer show. Hey, I can't keep snapping and clapping, hey. I clack them cheeks. Oh, it's many weeks. Oh, I'm so sad. And I wish I had some cheeks to slap.
Cheeks to slap.
Wish I had some cheeks to grab. Wish I had some ass. Oh, wait, I do. Because of genetics and hereditary conditions and squads. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Marshal Kramer Show. The Marshal Kramer Show is the most serious, silly show that you've ever seen in your life. We talk about serious conversations, but we also have a silly time. Is life serious? Life silly?
We talk really fast.
Life is your choice. Ladies and gentlemen, we are here today in Nashville, Tennessee, Louisville, Kentucky.
This is Louisville.
We are at Tate's place. He just moved on down to Louisville, and we're here.
Louisville.
And Tate, yeah, that's what they say, Louisville.
Go Cardinals.
But we're at your place. The Cardinals is the college.
Damn it.
I was thinking St. Louis.
Louisville. They're the Cardinals.
Arizona. St. Louis. Cardinals are the baseball team.
The
right?
college.
And the college, yeah. St. Louis is in where? Missouri.
St. Louis, yeah, Missouri.
Misery.
Yeah.
Amanda, she was a man.
Duh.
Like Jesus. Woo. God. Yeah, but we're here today. We're here today to sit down with this man. Guys, ladies and gentlemen, this man. Oh my God. This guy, guys.
I'm such a specimen.
Guys, cock the size of a goddamn baseball bat. That's what it is. That's what it is. It's a goddamn baseball bat. Starts skinny, but just gets fat at the bottom. Just gets girthy. Girthy roots.
Smells like earth.
It smells like fucking earth.
Smells like dirt.
Dude, that's a big thing, man. That's a big thing. I can't believe we leave sex towards the end of the day, especially after a sweaty night at the club or the bar. Like, dude, we need to take a shower first before we dive into what I'm trying to do. And
release some stress.
Release some stress and relieve some pheromones. Whatever the goddamn shit's smelling down there. It smells like I'm in the Nemo's place in the goddamn sea. And same with me. I can't imagine she ain't getting a sniff of the goddamn junkyard. I know she's sniffing some of that.
I mean, can you blame him? It's like you're rubbing together down there.
No, you can't blame any of us.
Yeah.
You can't blame any of us.
That's
we
why I
smell
don't-
that way. That's what I'm saying. Why do we save the sex till the end of the day? We should have sex right away in the beginning of the day, or after a night of clubbing. We gotta shower first. Let's start getting frisky in the shower first. Foreplay starts in the shower.
That's what me and Marshall do.
Foreplay starts in the. That's what we do. But he didn't invite me today. I have the
No.
text to prove it. But foreplay starts in the shower. Right? Hear me out. Go to the club, find the chick, get her home, get knocking, and get in the shower and start scrub-a-dub-dub-bub. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking Tiny Tim in a tub type shit. That's what I'm talking about.
Really?
I had a dumb Tommy. His name was Tiny Tim.
I don't know
I
what
put
this
him in a
is.
bathtub and see if he could swim.
Hey.
He ate up all the bubbles and did all the soap. He did some shit and then he died. Oh, nope. Ooh.
Hey. I don't know what that
Something
is.
like that. You know that?
I know the
I once
tune,
had a little
but I don't know
turtle.
the words.
His name was Tiny Tim. He sucked my dick and then he bit it off again and again.
Hey.
Boobies. I'm just in a goofy mood. That's good. I'm in a goofy mood.
Goofy mood.
I've been in a goofy mood
Goofy
for a little
movie.
bit. I've been in a goofy mood for a little bit.
Is that so? What do you think puts you in a goofy mood?
What puts me in a goofy mood is when I'm not stressed. I think me and my friend were talking about this recently about like what is honestly the biggest privilege in life really is like to be free of stress. And yeah, I mean you maybe worked there or whatnot. You may work to get that, but that's the main thing. And like not even this privilege, like a huge goal should just be to eliminate your stress. And like most of our stress is just in our freaking heads. It really is. Like I say, if you have physiological stress, food, water, shelter, if you struggle with that, Jesus Christ, that'll weigh on you. That's real tough. That's real problems too. But like everything outside of that, you can eliminate. And like I've said many times, I've never really had physiological problems. I've been very privileged and grateful and lucky. But now that I've eliminated a lot of that bullshit in my head, like I told you, I just stopped stressing about life so much. I think,
anyways. Why worry about it?
seriously silly. That's a real model. I did 50 fucking episodes of my goddamn podcast before I found seriously silly, because I started out being so serious, but I was born into this world being silly as shit. But I started my first podcast, Willfully Optimistic and Happy Campers, is so serious, and it was just not me. And then once I'm able to bring this silliness and goofiness back into life, because it really is, brother. It really is goofy.
Yeah.
Goofy goober. I hope you don't hear the. These are good mics, so I hope you don't hear the goddamn reverb. But the guy just moved in to Nashville, Kentucky.
That was Louisville.
Dude, no, we're in Tampa Bay, Florida.
Oh.
That's why you see snow outside.
I
Tampa
coulda
Bay,
swore
Florida.
This was Utah.
Tampa Bay, Florida. We're actually in a not an Airbnb, but it's like a short-term house lease, but it's like a $3 million mansion here in
on a farm.
here in San Diego, California.
Yep. My favorite place to be.
Yeah, I love being here.
I
in
love
Dubai.
Washington.
I love being here in Dubai, India, man. This is cool. Is Dubai in India?
No. Dubai's in Antarctica.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Which is on Mars.
No, I swear to God, it was Venus. I swear to fuck. We can look this up.
Venus is on
we can
Mars
look this
too.
up, but I swear to fucking God, it was on Venus.
Venus is on Mars too.
No, my penis is on in Mars.
Or is
but
that what it was?
She didn't like it, so then I pulled out and I stopped. But
Like a Mars bar, like a human, like a candy bar,
like Mars, my girl.
Oh, Mars.
Mars.
Short for Mars.
No, Marslini.
Marzolini. Is she Italian?
No, that's her first name.
Oh,
her last name's Johnson.
Marzolini Johnson.
Yes.
She sounds like a babe, dude.
She fucking is.
Yeah, Marzolini. She sounds like somebody who'd be really into like rowing.
Rowing? With the name Johnson.
Marzolini Johnson.
Johnson Smith. What's another one? What's another like classic, basic American name?
Smith
Johnson.
Anderson.
Adams.
Yeah, Adams.
I know
was there a lot of?
Anderson's a good one.
Yeah, there's a lot of Andersons. I don't know. Not off the top of my head.
Yeah, I think those are pretty.
Those are kind of the big three right there.
Yeah.
Big four, however many we said.
Especially Johnson and Smith, bro. Jesus Christ, how many goddamn Johnsons do
There's a lot of Ericssons too.
Erickson. I know a few Ericksons.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's a Viking name. That's a Nordic name.
Yeah.
And, not that we're in Minnesota. That's where we're from. We're in Syracuse, New York right now.
Yeah, down in Texas.
That's why there's a little bit, in Syracuse, New York, and right off Austin,
Next
Texas.
to Honduras.
Yeah. No, Honduras is way too south for that. More close to like Guatemala, one of those countries. I've been to Guatemala a few times.
Have you?
Guatemala.
What's it like in Guatemala?
Well, let me tell you about Guatemala. Guatemala is a beautiful country, man. It's pretty tropical. And the thing is, they're coconuts. Like the coconuts, you know how we have like the coconut bras? No, their coconuts like boobs, straight up boobs.
They're just boobs.
I'm serious. They said they're the city. They're known. They don't like me.
Are boobs coconuts?
No, listen, they're known. They don't like me talk about this, but they're known as the tree fucking society. And they've had a lot of tree fucking. And here's the thing about trees. You know anything about trees? They're inbred like motherfuckers. Dude, like crazy. Yeah. You got Okie, right? He drops all of his seeds, and then literally his brother will suck them all up.
Yep.
And the main thing is they develop to grow boobs, and that's where they get most of their milk, because they're actually the dairy capital of the world. People think it's Wisconsin, but it's actually the Guadalajara, I think, whatever name I said.
Guatemala.
And it's actually amazing country, amazing folk, but and then they have like tree feet and shit. So when they saw like Lord of the Rings, they actually were like, this is a cultural appropriation.
I actually watched that movie a couple nights ago.
Yeah, but you know how the big their feet are, the hobbits and shit. That's like half wood, and basically that's like doing half blackface. That's doing like a mulatto face. That's not cool.
So it was like morning wood a thing there? Like what?
Morning wood.
That means something totally different.
Yeah, morning all day wood.
It's just all wood.
Yeah.
It's just a society of wood.
Dinner, lunch wood, dinner wood, supper, brunch wood.
Wood. Yep.
Oh my god, bro.
My favorite's
You never had
wood.
a goddamn nightmare wood, bro. Dude.
Oh, I've had nightmare wood.
Dude.
Yeah. Sleep paralysis wood.
Do you know a lot about like horror movies? So like Jason Voorhees, Michael Myers, and Freddy Krueger?
Not really.
But you know those three.
Yeah.
Do you know what they're about?
Not really. I know Michael Myers is like I've never seen, the only Halloween movie I've seen is it Friday the 13th?
Which one? There's
Michael Myers.
That's Halloween.
That's Halloween. Was like the newest one that just came out a couple years ago.
Yeah. That was the last time I was in a movie theater.
The last time I know, it's he's just a guy who kills people.
Yeah, he's a psychopath.
Yeah, psychopath.
I don't think there's really been ever any backstory which made him the psychopath there was. There was never anything about his family upbringing, because the first thing you hear about him is that Halloween night, as a little kid, he killed his sister first and then killed his entire family as a little kid. And then he's psychopathic, and then he just went on a psychopathic rampage. Oh my God, I've been a fan of Halloween forever, but I never realized that there's no fucking backstory to what made him the psychotic freak he is. Anyway, what I was getting at is, so that's him. Jason Voorhees was...
I don't know who that is.
I believe he was... I know he's at a summer camp. His mom... camp.
Jason, the guy with the mask. Yeah, okay.
So Jason Voorhees he's Friday the 13th, and lived in a camp in the woods, and I believe he had a deformity already, and the kids always picked on him, and I think they pushed him in. He ended up drowning in the lake, which made him super deformed, all gooped up and bloated, and then he came back resurrected because his mom was like, you need to avenge and kill all the kids, or hurt all the kids that made fun of you as a young kid. He resurrected, and then he was just this goblin, right?
Yeah, like
Michael
chainsaw,
Myers down
right?
there. Yeah. Usually a machete. Andrew Santino had the same fight with Bobby Lee. That it was a chainsaw. I don't remember. I remember him using it once, but it was a machete's his thing.
I've never seen him, but I could have swore a chainsaw was his thing.
Freddy Krueger. I don't remember if they ever had the backstory in the original movies.
Edward Scissorhands, or is that a different person?
Different person. That's Johnny Depp. Edward Scissorhands wasn't a killer though. It was actually kind of like a thriller comedy, kind of. Edward Scissorhands wasn't a bad guy.
Never mind.
He was a nice guy. He's trying to fit into society, just born different. But Freddy Krueger, he was, again, I don't know if they had a backstory at the beginning, but they had a backstory in the remakes. He basically haunted kids in their dreams.
Yeah.
And you couldn't tell if he was in your dreams, whatever he did to you in the dreams happened to you in real life, but no one else saw him. So if he slit your throat in the dream, you'd be in your bed with a slit throat, but no one would see him. He was only exists in your dreams. His backstory was, I believe, he worked with kids, and then he got pushed into a vat, and they always accused him of pedophilia, XYZ, and then he went back and haunted the kids who accused him and ruined his life, blah, blah, blah.
Oh.
Whole reason I started this in the first place is, now you know the premise of them. Which one to you would be the most fearful if you knew they actually existed?
Freddy Krueger.
You didn't have any attachment to them. You weren't the kid that was at the camp. You weren't the kid in Michael Myers' town. You're not the kid that was mean to Freddy Krueger and claimed as a pedophile. But you knew they existed. Which one would fear more the shit
Freddy.
out of you? Freddy?
Because
I think a lot of people
there's
would say
no
that.
escape from that.
I think a lot of people would
You
say
can't.
that.
You would be terrified.
That's
just
out
to
of this
fall
world.
asleep.
That's literally out of this world. Jason was resurrected, so damn near out of this world. But Michael Myers, there's probably 90 of them.
Yeah.
That's ever existed.
That's a real. That's like real people.
That's Ed Kemper.
Yeah.
Ed Kemper with a mask on and doing it during Halloween. But I think a lot of people would say Freddy.
What about you?
I would say Freddy too.
Yeah.
I think originally, when you look at him, Jason scares the shit out of me because Jason is this goobly monster, and he's always been played by or at least they portrayed him as a big fucking guy.
Yeah.
And he's always in the woods. So like those movies always freaked me out. The Freddy ones never freaked me out. I like the Freddy ones the most because I like psychological thrillers. But he didn't scare me. But if that was my fucking reality and nothing you could do about it, and you literally, and you have to sleep. So these kids would take pills and try and stay awake and do whatever they can to stay awake, and then they start going psychotic in their awakeness.
Yeah.
Oh God, you kill yourself. You'd end up killing yourself.
Yeah. And because then you'd go to sleep, and what's the one thing you're thinking about? Oh God, I hope Freddy Krueger doesn't come into my dreams. What are you gonna have a dream about?
Exactly.
Freddy Krueger.
Boom. Yeah, and he'll
Hopefully, it's just a dream about him.
Yeah, about him and not him accessing your realm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that Freddy fucking Krueger would be scary as shit, bro.
What was the horror movie that screwed you up the most?
Actually, it wasn't a horror movie, but I know it specifically, and I've actually watched both of these very, very, very recently. And you know all the actors that did this, but you don't know them by name. You know them. 2 movies. They're children's movies. The first one is Little Monsters with oh my God, with Howie Mandel as the monster, and the 2 brothers. The one brother played Boy Meets World. Corey, the main guy, and then his brother. I can't remember their name now, but he was the little kid. The bad guy monster. He was smoking a cigarette in the movie too. It was an old movie made in the 80s, whatever. He was smoking a cigarette. He was this big googly monster that lived downstairs, lived underneath your bed. Blah blah blah. Dude, so fucking scary. And then number 2, Howard the Duck. Howard the Duck. When the scientist went mad, he turned. You seen the movie?
No.
Dude, so scary. And the actor that turned. I guarantee you do. He's been in a bunch of like family comedies, like a funny dude. It was his kid's movie, but he looked so scary. Oh my God, now that I was thinking about it, number 3, The Mask. When that bad guy put on the mask, scared the shit out of me, dude. He looked so scary. What about you?
Never seen the
You
Mask
don't know
either.
any of these?
I know
I'm
of them.
alone in this?
I know of them.
This is a clip that's going on. This right here is a clip.
Yeah.
And there's so many people be like, I'm with you. They better be. Because I don't want to be the only scaredy cat.
Mine.
Actually, I know they don't because The Mask fucked Adam Bauman up. When me and Adam Bauman, the first sleep, he lived 2 blocks away from me. The first sleepover we ever had, we watched The Mask. He went home. He said, Mama, come.
Mine would be number 1 that screwed me up the most. The Paranormal Activity 1, the first one.
We were pretty young when that happened, so I
Right, and I was in.
because I don't think that'd fuck you up now. And neither would these movies fuck me up.
But what screwed me up is the house in it looked a lot like this. It had the same layout as my house.
It's yours?
And that freaked me out so bad. Like there's like a view where it's set up like when they're sleeping, that views into the hallway.
Yeah.
And that was my view, what I saw at the time.
Yep.
Like when I was looking out my door, and I slept with the door open, and when I looked down that hallway, all I could see was that. And I could not sleep.
Dude.
It took me like a week to get over it.
Dude, the reasons why I'm actually really attached to those 3 series is because I never feared the ghost. The ghost got me when I was really young, but the moment I turned into middle school, the ghost never got me because I knew they were fake. Literally, the moment I knew no kids.
The moment you understand it's a movie.
The moment I knew Santa Claus and the Tooth Fairy and shit wasn't real, I was so skeptical about anything I couldn't see. So ghosts, I'm like, I never had a ghost experience. So I'm like, that is a bunch of bullshit. But I've seen news clips about murderers who rampage a town. Okay, I watch not NCIS. I watch Criminal Minds. Okay, I know what goes on. Okay,
yeah.
So that shit scares me. Michael Myers scares the fuck out of me. I'm like, Jesus fucking Christ. A
'Cause
kitchen
that's
knife,
real. That
a
could
kitchen
happen.
knife, and a guy in a mask with a jumpsuit or a blue collar suit on. Jesus, mechanic suit, whatever you want to call it.
That could
That's
happen.
real as fuck.
Yeah.
Some crazy guy. Jesus Christ, it's very real. But Freddy Krueger, come on. The fuck?
Yeah.
It's not happening.
Mm-hmm. That's something like, especially with the ghosts, it's like, I'm not buying it until I experience it.
Yeah. And I'm telling you this.
When I experience, I will
I'm
be.
telling you this.
Yeah, ghosts are
And I'm telling
real,
you this. I'm
I do.
not hating on it. If that world of Freddy Krueger existed, goddamn, I'm in. Because I'm telling you this. If that type of yang can exist, that negative can exist.
Yeah.
That type of powers to fuck with your dreams. Well, goddamn it, can people fly?
Yeah.
We better have some beautiful powers in that type of world, dog.
Yeah.
If we can get haunted in our dreams, we better be able to fly, bitch. I don't want no goddamn Tesla. I want motherfucking wings.
You want wings?
And not chicken wings like your goddamn ass.
Excuse me?
What the fuck did you eat before we broadcasted here?
Chicken strips. Not wings.
Even worse. Because you know why? That's the shit, tits, and asshole.
I don't.
You know
care.
it's legit shit, right? They literally scoop up chicken shit.
That's chicken poop?
Yeah, well, poop and shit are actually two different things.
Oh, really?
People get them, and crap too. People get all three of those confused.
What's the difference?
Okay, well, very simple here. Okay, poop is the turds, long normal turds, right?
Mm-hmm.
Crap is your face,
Oh.
and shit is
Your personality?
yeah. I was gonna say my ethics and everything because now I feel bad. Okay, now I feel bad. Okay, you didn't have to go all puppy dog on my goddamn ass. Now I feel bad. Okay, but no, there's actually not a difference. I don't know if you
I
knew that.
understand.
I didn't know if you knew
understand that
that
there's
or
actually not a
but
difference.
there's not a difference. They're actually all the same. Okay.
Okay, but number two.
They're actually all the same.
Monster House.
Great. I've watched that movie 15 times.
Oh, that movie
One of my favorite movies of all
freaks me
time.
out. Anything claymation like that freaks
that was
me
one of
out.
my favorite movies of all time. You know what? Another one is Coraline.
That freaked me out too. I could not. Well, the first time I watched it, I could not believe that was a kids movie. I'm like, that freaked me out. And
Making
children
up
are
a
watching
song
this?
about Coraline. She's a peach, she's a doll, she's a pal of mine. Coraline. Go ahead.
That's all I had to say.
So it was Monster House and
It was Paranormal
Paranormal
Activity,
Activity.
Monster House, and then Coraline.
have you ever watched any of the Tim Burton claymation then?
No, like I said, claymation
Yeah.
freaks me out.
Nightmare Before Christmas or the other one, the Halloween one.
I think I've seen Nightmare Before Christmas.
This is Halloween.
Yeah.
I love a
Nightmare
lot
Before,
of
yeah,
things Tim
Nightmare
Burton's
Before
done.
Christmas. I have seen that actually. But like
You know what Tim Burton is?
Yeah.
Do you like it? Some of the stuff? What is your favorite Batman series?
The Dark Knight.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah.
Did you know he did the one with Michael Keaton and Jack Nicholson? That was his.
Oh, really?
So, to be fair, the Batman Returns, I think it is, where they had Danny DeVito as the Penguin.
Yeah.
Second best movie behind The Dark Knight. Second best Batman ever. That was so fucking good.
I haven't seen that one.
So good. So good. And then I'm sorry, maybe because we're young, whatever, but Christian Bale is my Batman. I watched Michael Keaton before Christian Bale even filmed Batman, but Christian Bale is my Batman.
Yeah. I mean, The Dark Knight is
We
such
got
a
a
good
shit
movie.
ton of clips, dude. This is gonna be good
Yeah.
clips. You're like, I want my opinion said, bitch.
The Dark Knight is a great movie.
It is.
It's phenomenal.
Yeah, I think it
Heath
really
Ledger
is.
killed it.
Killed.
Rest in peace.
It.
That I think.
R.I.P.
Wasn't it that role that kind of drove him to that?
Yeah, because remember he locked himself in a hotel room for a month to go insane for the role, and then opioids took over. I don't know if he had a pain. I don't know if he broke something and got on painkillers like a lot of people do. Most opioid addicts were in the
Prescribed
hospital and got prescribed it. Got a month or two and is like, I need that more, and then get it black market. I think that's how it happened, but I always go back to that Heath Ledger Joker performance as one of the best performances of all time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Amazing. There was no acting. He was that character.
Mm-hmm.
And dude, it's so crazy. I literally heard, the guy who you think you can just steal from us and walk away?
Yeah.
I saw an interview with him and he was talking about, he's like, days that Heath wouldn't even be on set or nothing was going to film him. He would be dressed up in the suit, by being the Joker for us, so we could be talking about him when he's not there, you know, and just still have that fear of him, and but we could see him behind the camera, and Heath would just act like that the whole time and just be continued. I'm like, you know, he really dove into that one, yeah.
They really took one for the team there.
Daniel Day-Lewis, I heard, is one of the most.
I heard it's like to the point where it's like, dude, like even for a professional actor, like you gotta chill
This Will
out.
Be Blood, I heard it was a lot of shit because he was a drunk dickhead, but he's an amazing actor. And the movie Lincoln was the longest movie that I ever sat through, all the way through. I watched it at my grandparents' farm, downloaded from a DVD. Middle of fucking nowhere. It was so
Lincoln.
I had to watch it for sixth grade history. That's what I had to watch it for as a project for extra credit.
Oh, really?
Loved it. Yeah, he played Lincoln. 2 hour and 45-minute movie. Watched it all the way through.
He was in one with Leonardo DiCaprio, I think.
The Gangsters of New York.
Yeah, it's like the
Something like that.
mobster gangsters of New York.
Yep.
Irishman. But yeah, no, I would. Yeah, there's a point where you're like, okay, you're really going off the rails here. Do you know what's reality? You know that you're not actually him, right? Because this is starting to be alarming.
And that exact reason is why I talked about it a million times. You should not celebritize these people. Mm-hmm. These people are the same girls that shake their ass on TikTok. They're lost. They're insecure. I'm insecure. I like getting my attention through my performances. I like performing because it gives me a creative outlet. Yes, blah, blah, blah. But to do this amazing things that, if any of the amazing ideas I've come up with have come up through tragedy. They've come up through not being mentally fit. They've come from being mentally ill and being in a bad place in my life. And the better and better and better and better and better and more creative ideas, they come from more of these dark sides of life. You know, they may not be the darkest, but they're not the best, right? They're divorce, they're breakups, they're losing a job, losing a house, losing all your money. It's all of that. And a lot of these ideas spark through losing your friends, feeling alone, feeling sad. They're nothing to idolize. They're nothing to idolize because of their performances. Now, a lot of people do things with their fame as an activist, as a human rights person, as a great person, as a philanthropist. Blah, 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 right? That you can idolize people as and look up to, and maybe their work ethic, but their performance of acting, who cares? Mm-hmm. Who cares?
It's just their job.
It's literally their job.
I wouldn't worship.
You literally don't worship the bagger of your clothes, of your groceries.
I don't worship the delivery driver who drops off my packages.
The mechanic who does your oil.
Right.
He's just doing his fucking job.
Receptionist at wherever.
Yep. And even when COVID came, like, hey man, everyone should thank our nurses. No one did. Okay, we're like, okay, cool, we get it, but fuck, we don't give a fuck. That's your job, bitch. But because you don't inspire us and make us feel like we can be a celebrity too, your job really isn't that idolizable. You know, just saving lives. Like, come on, saving lives, right? Being an actor,
right?
Like, really? Oh yeah. Your job isn't idolizable as saving lives. Yeah. Like,
oh yeah.
Unless you're a doctor on TV. If you're not on TV, you're not idolizable.
You save human lives for a living. You're a healer. We're gonna pay you $120,000. You can put a basketball in a hoop. We're gonna pay you $500 million.
Yeah, $120 million. Mm-hmm. See, what we know about life, and we don't give them $120 million because they put a ball into the hoop. They get $120 million because 100,000 people, 100 million people watch them put a ball into the hoop.
Yeah.
They're not paid because of what they do. They're paid by the money they draw.
But
the
still,
money they draw.
The amount that they're idolized.
Yeah. That's all they're worth, is how many eyes get on your ass. Mm-hmm. More eyes, the better. Conor McGregor is not one of the best fighters of all time. He is not even close to he's not in the top 10. Not in the, I don't know too much about it, but he's not in the top 10. Not at all. But when it comes to marketing, probably number one.
Yeah, they're gonna
number one.
Yeah.
Better than Floyd.
I mean, even look at basketball. Or really any sport. the people you're gonna see, the people that SportsCenter, ESPN or ESPN cover, you're just gonna assume that they're the best. If you don't actually know and watch the sport and whatever, you're just gonna assume that these are the best people. These are the only people that they're talking about. In reality, they're probably not even the best one on the team. But the guy who doesn't get talked enough about, he's just as good, but you don't see it because LeBron made a dunk. Let's play that everywhere. This guy, but meanwhile, this guy's dishing out passes, setting up his teammates, making shots, taking smart shots. But no, he doesn't get anything just because LeBron made a dunk. And he's LeBron. Granted, LeBron is arguably the best player of all time. Mm-hmm. But you know what I mean? You picking up what I'm putting down?
No, I absolutely do. And I was the whole time I was thinking, I was trying to wonder like why we do that. Like I think about really recently getting out of jail again is 6ix9ine. He's a horrible rapper. Oh my God. Yeah. Trash. But as a marketer, please teach me the tricks to not care.
People love him.
Please teach me the tricks and how he can do what he does and make the money he does. Because same with Logan Paul, man. Like, dude, it's amazing. And Supreme Patty did it back in the day. Like, people like that, bro. Oh my God. And maybe not Logan Paul no more, but what Logan Paul did back in the day because he was very similar to Supreme Patty. Like, that's an amazing skill. The fact that, like, you just, I don't know. Maybe it's the fact that you just don't give a fuck. You care nothing but the money. So you're willing to do whatever you want to, whatever. But I'm like, that is so crazy. But those are the people we look at. Mm-hmm. But why? I think it's just strictly like attention. Like, dude, there's nothing exciting about, Larry Bird.
No.
Nothing exciting about Larry Bird. One of the best basketball players of all time. There's nothing exciting about Larry Bird.
Well, farm kid from, I don't know where he's from, but
yeah,
small town
Who's
farm
going to
kid.
make us... I don't know. Who's going to make us feel... I don't know. What do we even feel? Because we don't feel happiness when we hear about 6ix9ine, but there is something about when you see 6ix9ine. I don't watch Impulsive, but I watch his most recent one with 6ix9ine.
If he comes up,
I watch his most. I'm like, I want to hear 6ix9ine.
It's like
I want to hear 6ix9ine for a 30-minute conversation. I want to hear what he's like.
Because I think it's because he's different.
Very,
very different.
So am I. So are you.
But.
Yeah,
there's a difference between being different and being average, or just kind of being normal. Yeah, we're different.
Yeah,
but I would consider
we're very
us normal.
Close to the normal. Yeah,
but he is out there. And
because if you didn't get to know us,
his personality.
If you didn't get to know you and I, you would think we're very, very normal. We think very normally. We do normal things, 9 to 5, blah blah blah. But if you got to know us, you'd be like, oh. Yeah, they like to do a little bit more. They like to think a little bit different, blah, 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 X, Y, Z. But him, it doesn't matter if you know him or not. The first thing he'll say to you is like, what the? You'll be like, what the?
Yeah.
Okay, you're a little bit different.
Yeah. Rainbow hair and tattoos all
over
his
don't even
face.
Look at him. You don't even hear from him. You just need to look at him and bada bing, bada boom.
Like, this guy has something to say.
He's a little different, baby. Do you think that stuff's a little bit over the top? Do you think he really wants to dress like that?
I think any celebrity is over the top.
Yeah,
I think they know that they have an image to uphold.
Yeah.
And maybe, I shouldn't say any celebrity. I think there are definitely people who don't give a shit. But yeah, I think I think a lot of them understand that there's a certain way they have to act. They can't just really be themselves. They have to be. LeBron James has to be LeBron James to the people's eye. He doesn't have to be LeBron. He can't be LeBron James himself.
Yeah. Yep.
At least not when he's in public. I'm sure when he's at home with his family.
No, and we kind of talked about earlier about,
Unless, I'm not a celebrity, so I mean.
Yeah, and we kind of talked about before earlier that, when you're a celebrity, anytime you're out in public, you're punched in. You're on the clock. Mm-hmm. You're not just a movie star. You're not just an athlete playing the game, blah, blah, blah. When people see you, they want to talk, they want to hear about you, they want to get a signature, they want to get a picture, a handshake, anything, because you're still on the clock, you're still an inspiration, blah, blah, blah. And so I agree with that. Even
they're on the clock, even sometimes when they don't even know they're on the clock.
Yeah, most times when they're out and not
with their
doing their game,
and
when they're not doing the performance, they don't think they're on the clock, but they really are most of the time.
Yeah,
they really are.
Yeah,
yeah. What do you think about us? No, I'm not gonna get into that. I'm not getting into that. I'm gonna ask the question that you asked already, because I don't think I'm gonna play that last podcast. I just deleted my other one that I just did, and I think I'm gonna delete that other one with you guys.
Yeah.
But are humans good or bad? That was a question you had for me, and now let's talk about it.
Bad, 100%.
You think we're bad? Why?
Like I said before, good and bad is also subjective. Good and bad to me is going to be different from what's good and bad to a Japanese man.
Yep, fair enough.
Different morals, different upbringings,
Views,
but there's an overall idea of universally agreed upon idea of what's good and bad.
I agree with that.
But I think we are bad. When it comes down to it, we're at our cores, we are bad. We are bad creatures, I guess, and we're gonna do what it takes to survive. I mean, that's all it is about now, is just surviving. When you really get down to it,
Why is that bad though?
Because you will do whatever it takes. You will kill, you will steal, you will.
Here's my definition of bad. My definition of bad is not the outcome and objective. It is the perspective. It is the intent. Killing is not bad or good. I don't know. Tell me why the killing happened. Did the killing happen because Tate walked in a home, was trying to rob the place, and then someone woke up and he shot the woman in the face? Or did Tate kill because someone walked into his home, tried to rob the place, Tate woke up, tried to kill Tate, and Tate shot the fucker in the face? Good and bad.
Yeah.
Tate made fun of somebody, roasted somebody, literally made them feel like a piece of shit. Was it because Tate is a jackass? He's so insecure, he walked into the bar and just jabbed him on the face like, you're a fucking, look at your nasty ass teeth, look at your hair, look at your acne, you're nasty. Or was it because Tate was sitting at the bar, he was chilling, having a nice time talking to his friends, some jackass from high school came up to Tate and said, hey, look at you and your ugly ass hair. Hey man, I saw your videos are stupid, dude. And Tate was like, really, man? Are you in a good place right now? And he says, what do you fucking care, you fucking prick? And Tate went off on him. Good and bad. That's survival too. It's survival of the ego. I don't think anything's bad. I don't think any creatures are bad. Like you said, I think every creature is about nothing but survival. But I don't think that's bad then. You're blaming people because of our survival?
Right. I mean, and there's also, like, I mean, I guess when I really think of good and bad, when I think of good, it's like sacrificing yourself for the greater good. You know, getting sacrificed. It's pretty much just sacrificing.
But
for
because
other
you
people.
don't do that, you're bad? That's what I'm saying. Because that is a good thing to do. But because you don't do it, you're bad? What if you just don't hurt civilization, but you just do your own thing? But are you saying that doing your own thing hurts civilization?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's a deep question.
So it is. Yeah, if you're
we got time. We got the time.
If you don't do anything good, if you don't give back to, if you just live your life, right? You don't give anything. You don't donate anything. You don't help out at charities. You don't, sacrifice for other people. Keep to yourself. If you're not doing good, then are you doing bad? Are you yeah, like you were saying, if you're not doing good, are you bad? Or if you're not doing anything bad, are you good?
Yeah, there you go. That's what I was going to relate to make an analogy, going back to our videos. If you didn't make a Hollywood feature film, blockbuster, like everyone wants to see it type of film, does that mean the film's bad? Or it just didn't mean that film was blockbuster, everyone wants to see it worthy?
Subjective.
It's subjective.
It's subjective.
And for me, the subjectivity, if that's a word, subjectivity, that's definitely a word. The subjectivity comes down to the intention, right? Did you give it everything you did? Then I don't really think it's bad, right? I really don't. But intention-wise, when it comes to like things like that, I just don't think it's bad. But I believe there are a lot. Like, I believe. What type of percent of people do you believe are bad? Or what percent of things we do as an individual are bad? Whatever you think. Give me a percentage of something.
I would say in my opinion, I mean, like I said, what's bad? You got to figure out what's bad.
But that's you. You're the one who's.
I think everybody's got bad in them. I think 100%
of
of people are bad. I think 100% of people are bad, but each individual person has a different amount of bad in them. You know what I mean?
Also, that could be true, but again, going back to the intention.
Yeah.
That fighting of survival, I didn't choose this way of life, and neither did you, neither did neither did anyone over there, right? Anyone here in Savannah, Georgia, where we're at, right? Nobody here in Savannah, right? Nobody here in Tallahassee, Florida, right? Nobody here in Grand Forks, North Dakota said that I want to just do survival. So you blame us for having the innate life that we were born into, the innate desires and systems of our mind to do things certain ways? Right? Because anything
it is such a
trying to get better at all is a good thing. And your better may be bad to most people, but it's your better.
If I want to get better at killing people, there's some people out there who think that they're cleansing the world. They're doing people a favor for killing them.
Exactly.
They're like, I'm doing a good thing.
Now, it's not objective that that's good. There's probably other people who think that's good too. Killing rapists.
Look at the Holocaust.
There's people, Criminal Minds talked about it a million times. There was like a few different episodes where people killing homeless people or killing prostitutes. I'm cleaning up the world.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I remember that. I remember one where he killed prostitutes.
I get that. I get what you're saying. That's nasty stuff. Prostitution's nasty, but it doesn't mean they're a nasty person. And homelessness is nasty on surface, but it doesn't mean the homeless person's nasty. Mm-hmm. And Vigilante Vicente, who the fuck gave you the goddamn power to clean up the goddamn streets?
Yeah.
I pay Julio to hop on the sweeper and clean the streets, bitch. I didn't pay your ass to go shooting and stabbing people and pulling them into your goddamn van.
Why can't you just deal with it like the rest of us? We all have to deal with it. But you're tired of dealing with it, so you think you got to do something. We're all fine. I mean, not fine with it, but we accept it.
Yeah, because I were to put a percentage on it, I'm serious, it's higher than most people think. And then most people will be like, oh, he's going to say, only 1%. Or only like 0.1%. No, I'm going to be dead ass honest with you. I don't think it's anybody. Now,
really?
I was going to say 15%.
Really?
But now that I'm saying that, I really don't think it's anybody, bro. I know this is going to sound really bad. This is going to be the good one. I'm going to put this as a fucking clip. I'm going to put this as a goddamn clip. And now let me tell you this right now. What this motherfucker did objectively was a ruthless thing. Horrible person. What he did was wrong. But.
Who?
Listen. He believed he was right. And millions of others did too.
Hitler.
Yes.
Yep.
I'm serious. If anyone would do that today, I would vote to do whatever we need to do to get their head.
Yeah.
Because it's just the right way. Some people cannot be changed. However, don't you think there were a million different things that led up to make him think that way? I'm trying to do that. I hold the same thing. I know. I'll just say I hold the same thing to my neighborhood and childhood bully. But I know Hitler's 10 million times worse. He's actually 6.5 million times worse than my childhood bully because of all the. You know what I'm saying? Jesus fucking Christ. I get it. Objectively, that was the worst thing that's probably happened on this earth. Horrible. But millions of people thought he was right. Millions of people looked up to him as not a leader, but a god. A god. And to me, there are many leaders that are just as poisonous and detrimental to the world as Hitler was.
Yep. I think we have the same person in mind, but yep.
Truthfully, folks. Folks, here's the thing about life, man.
No, here, I got one.
Sometimes you want to say things, but you can't.
Yeah, but best to just avoid that.
Yeah.
Do you think, back to the good and bad thing, last my little thing, Are you good? Are you bad only if you act out on bad thoughts? Or do the bad thoughts make you bad?
No.
Only if you act out on them.
Check out my Honda 220cc.
Honda Civic?
And that ready? That's not my Honda. My Honda dirt bike. Honda whatever it's called. Honda. And here's my weed whipper.
What does your lawnmower sound like?
That's my weed whipper.
What about lawnmower? What does that sound like?
And you want to hear me having sex?
No.
No. You guys want to actually hear me having sex?
No.
That's what it sounded like.
Stay silent, kids.
That's what it sound. No. That's what it sounded like for the last year. Oh, I'm a 2021 virgin.
Marshal's a virgin. He's never felt the touch of a woman.
I've never, Grandma, Granny, I live with you. I've never done that. You've raised me better. First off, I was very passionate about that last thing because I believe it's 100% upon your actions because I have the worst thoughts. I cut it out. I cut 30 minutes out of my podcast with Dawson Pittman, because I talked about some of the nasty thoughts that I've had, and he could not relate on any level. I thought he was lying, and I still do think he was lying, because that's bullshit. Everyone's had negative thoughts. They've killed people that they didn't want to kill. They've done things they did not want to do. Mm-hmm. They saw a reality that they created that they did not want to actually come to fruition. But I believe it's acting upon those thoughts, because I have nasty thoughts.
Yeah.
I've not have them, but I've had them so many times. I've butchered people that I know.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Not people I know, people I love. Butchered them. And that's what I'm saying, though. If you're built with a brain that can dream like that, like, really, do you really think most of the things we do are bad? I think 100% of people have done bad things. Don't get me wrong on that. I've been a bad person a lot of times.
I've done bad things.
I was a bad person every day, most of my life, right? I actually, every day of my life I do. I put other people's life in danger. I put other people's life at risk. I put other people's emotional health at risk. I'm a bad person. I'm selfish a lot of my life. Yes. But I don't think we're bad people, because more than 50% of my things I do, more than 90% of the things I do are really nice. They're really positive, and I believe you too. But we are very selfish, so we are all capable of being bad, in my opinion. But I don't believe personally that we're all bad.
So is it the desire to not be bad that makes you good?
That's what I'm saying. That's the intention, that if you're born into something that's very bad objectively by most of society, but they see that you're trying to get out, you're trying to not do that, or you try to resist that as much as you can, I truly believe that that's a good. And if there's any good in you, then you're a good person. I really do see if there's any good in you, then there is good. You're a good person. And that's why I think there's been good in every person. Every person that you hate was probably a good father or a good friend to somebody. And maybe they weren't a good father, but maybe they were a good friend to somebody. I truly believe that. And there are maybe, I am not one to, I like science. I am not one to an outlier. I believe maybe there's somebody who was born with what they call the psychotic brain, the sociopathic brain. And this guy was just ruthless from day one. He was born the Antichrist. I do believe that guy maybe existed, but I don't think we heard about him on the news. I don't think any of that. I don't know. I probably don't know him.
That goes back to the nature versus nurture. Some people are just born to kill. Some people are just born to... That's what they do. That's what they like. They kill cats. Start off by killing cats. Oh, that felt good.
Ooh.
Oh, that felt good. Oh, how about a dog this time? Slit the dog's throat. Oh,
You ever
I like
kill
that.
a cat?
Never.
You don't know what it's like to kill a cat?
I have never killed a cat. I've never killed an animal.
Not one, not an insect?
Insects aren't animals, technically.
What is an animal?
Animal is.
There's more to this.
What is it? Is it like a? Is it a?
There's
a
more
family?
to this, but I gotta go pee.
I have to pee too. I'm gonna go upstairs.
And in Salt Lake here, we drive fast.
I love it here.
I don't know the difference. I don't know the difference between an insect or an animal.
I think.
But you've never.
Animal. It's like. Kingdom, phylum, class, order, genus, species. I think it's one of the kingdoms.
Oh, animal versus protist versus bacteria versus fungus.
Something like that, yeah.
Oh, well, I don't know.
Let's switch up the topic. A little bit more lighter conversation.
Yeah, but you've never killed animals before?
Never. Have you?
Oh, yeah.
What have you killed?
Oh, yeah.
Cats?
I don't think I've told anyone this before, but I've killed
That pussy.
this beat. Ba-da-ba-da-da. Yeah. Yo, I killed this beat. Yo, I got avocados on my feet. I like avocados on my toast. I got cool toes. Yeah. I'm the best rapper. I'm a good crapper. Not a good gift wrapper. Yeah. Anyway, we were talking about what is up, guys? I'm sorry for interrupting this podcast there with me and Tate there and doing a monologue again. I just want to get some things off my mind, and what happened was me and Tate just kept talking for another 45 minutes, so I'm going to make that a part of the next episode because we got into two different types of topics which should be like their own episode, right? So blah 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 blah. I decided to end this one with a little bit of a monologue for about 10 minutes. There's two things I want to talk about. First off, why are these goddamn Range Rover driving moms speeding faster than goddamn Zoom? Literally, I'm like trying to just deliver food, right? You got all these motherfuckers on your ass, and you look back, you're like, Range Rover, goddamn, jeez, man, what's this guy, got some sort of drug business gotta go on, gotta get to the motherfucking dealer, gotta, get to the drop off before time runs out. But no, then they drive by and it's this 55-year-old hot mom. I'm like, jeez, I'm right here. Where you rushing to, babe? And two, where the hell you rushing to? Because I know hot yoga ends at 9, and it's goddamn 10:30, bitch. Where the hell you running to? And Starbucks is gonna be there, girl. Slow down. Starbucks ain't going nowhere, girl. Slow the fuck down. So I want to get that off my mind. Anyone else, for the way, dude, they speed, and this is not even a stereotype. This is literally, I've had 4 of them like the last 5 days. White moms, short hair, Karen's type style, and then there was definitely a few lesbians driving those mobiles, but not that short hair makes you a lesbian. Oh my god, you're being so insensitive. It's a joke, okay? It's a joke, okay? Calm down. But yeah, they're always hot white moms just driving down the highway, ramming me into my fucking ass. Anyway, the second thing I want to talk about is the real part of this, right? That was a joke. Owing. I think I've said this a million times. It shows to me, and it's okay because of my friends, but it shows to me that none of my friends watch my stuff. And that's, again, totally okay. You're my friend. Why would you want to get another hour or 2 of me a day or a week when you already have as much as it is? I can be overwhelming as it is. But I had 2 friends in this last few days that I said this to and talked about because they came to me about problems revolving around this, involving this, right? I said this many times. Besides respect and kindness, right? And respect comes first, because respect can be there 100% of the time, but kindness is a form of respect, or respect is a form of kindness. What's the other way around? Kindness is a form of respect, absolutely, because you're being kind to the person, you respect them. Is respect a form of kindness? No. Exactly. That's why I respect 100% of the time. Sometimes I gotta even rethink over my own theories. Because, you can respectfully disagree. You can respectfully call somebody out. You can respectfully tell them they're wrong. But that's not kind, but it's respect. You can respectfully, agree to disagree and go our own ways. And besides that, you owe nobody. You don't owe your mom. You don't owe anybody jack shit. Nothing. You don't owe them to fill their prophecies for you, to fill their expectations. You don't owe them an explanation. You don't owe them help, anything. I mean, right? You got to think about all this different stuff, right? All those little things can make a deeper relationship, right? Helping out people can make you feel good, help out the world, blah, 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 right? And don't take that like extremely literal, right? What I mean by, maybe help wasn't even a good word to put in there, but like you don't have to help people out all the time. What the hell do they owe you? Like I'm saying, you do owe, because we live in a society, you do owe respect and kindness to thy neighbor. I truly believe that. I shouldn't say you do, because this is my theory and my thought on things. You can think however the hell you want to. But I believe we owe respect and kindness to our neighbor, and outside of that, nothing. I literally just had these last few days, not just talking to my friends, but I had people kind of ask me, some adults, adult figures in my life, and other people too, like just asking about those things, and in a very respectful way, right? I kind of like to diverge the situation. So here's an example, right? They go, "Hey, Marsh, oh my God, you're about to graduate in 51 days. What are you going to do next?" And I don't know, right? So I basically, I don't know, right? And if most of them will probably leave it alone, but some may try to peel even more. And I will literally just try to diverge the conversation, be like, what are you going to do for a living? What are you going to do with your degree? And I'll be like, I don't know. And probably nothing, if that stops the conversation, we go into something else, great. Otherwise, they keep picking. I'll be like, I'll say something like, yeah, but you know what I really like to do? Just was completely divergent. Oh, you know what I really like to do? I really like to make videos and podcasts. I really like to do stuff like that. So that'd be really fun. I'm looking forward to giving that a little bit more time when I have less school to do, blah, blah, blah. And we'll see how that conversation goes, because I don't owe you an explanation to my life. I don't owe you an explanation of what I'm going to do, what job am I going to do, how am I going to pay the bills, blah, blah, blah. That's for me to find out and for me to know, for you to wonder, right? For me to know and for you to fucking question, but why this initially sparked, right? These two guys came to me, separate days, separate interactions, and one was struggling with their college outcome and what their parents want from them. And he was starting to buy all these equipments and stuff like that, and his parents were just like, really? Like that much on that? Really? For this? Blah, 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 And it's like, hey, man, for that situation, let's talk about that one first, right? For that situation, right? By the time you turn 18, right, it's anywhere from what, I guess, depending on your parents, anywhere from like 20, 25, 30, 35, 40 years after they did. 2, 3, or 4 decades after they turned 18. It's a different world, baby girl. It's a different world in March 9th, 2021 than it was in March 9th, 2020. It's a different world. It's a different time. Things are being done differently. I was doing DoorDash today, and sometimes I bring my sweet grandma around. She loves to take drives, so sometimes I'll take her with me. And today I was finishing up an order, and then I wanted to text the customer to tell them where it was, blah, blah, blah. And I'm, texted like a paragraph, and she's in the back. She's like, her eyes are just blowing. Like she could not fathom that that's what I can do. I can just literally not even have to text the person, like she could maybe be familiar with, but I can literally just talk to text. Like that's it's a new world. And even the job I'm doing, I sit in my car with my phone as my only access to work, and then they tell me, hey, here's an order here for Carol for $8. Would you like to take it, Marshall, or yes or no? And I can say yes or no. Like even that in itself is extremely new. They could never, delivery drivers were always, it was the milkman back in the day, right? It was the mailman. It's, packages, UPS, blah, blah, blah. Time is changing, and especially for this friend and me, who both want to go in the entertainment field and film and stuff like that, right? And not even that. What I'm trying to get at with that is that's very different from what our parents do, right? Our parents are all executive members. They're all business oriented. They're all clientele oriented. Not clientele in the terms of like customer experience, customer satisfaction, blah blah blah, all that different shit. So how could you, that's what I was trying to tell him, and I hope you know this too. If you're in a massively different field, your parents are doctors and lawyers, and you want to go into construction, I don't know, you want to go into engineering. I don't know, just something that's completely out of the blue. Something you want to start a business, and your parents are W-2 workers, always have been, right? Fuck them. In the nicest way. I love my parents, and his parents are great too. I love them, but like, screw them, right? Like, and I've told my parents that before too, like in the best way possible. Like, I do not really care about your opinions, and in fact, I do, right? But do not tell me them, because I need to not, right? And in this process of trying to get rid of, the external, the power that external opinions can give to me, right? And my parents do. I still am affected by how they think, but I'm trying my best not to. And until I get there, I told them, shut up. When I restarted this podcast, I took a 6-month break, right? I needed a huge change, and I changed drastically. I truly believe, not drastically, but I found out the missing pieces in my mindset that I needed to have. And I told them one of the things was, it's not a show made for you, Pops. It's not a show made for you guys. So don't listen to it and tell me that I should be saying this, and this. I should be talking like this and this and this, blah, blah, blah. Oh, what do you think about, what do you think about what they'll think about our names? I don't give a fuck. I'm a Kramer, but you know what comes first? Marshal Kramer, right? I am a Kramer, but my name comes first. I'm an individual, part of a greater group, my family, and then a bigger groups, right? My neighborhood, a bigger group, the city of St. Michael, a bigger group, central Minnesota, a bigger group, Minnesota, a bigger group, United States, blah, 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 right? We're a part of all these groups, but what comes first is my own group, and it's just me. You owe them no explanations, and you do not owe. And it's so crazy too, because again, I shouldn't say you. I shouldn't say you don't, because who am I to tell you what is the right goddamn answer? This is just truthfully how I believe, and it's so funny how San Diego was such an awakening for me, because I met so many, I started making good friends with Hispanics and Latinos and a lot of Asian friends and stuff like that, and a few Jewish friends, and, blah, blah, blah. And you start to really see how mindset and perspective, of course, but like mindset and life path is so subjective to culture, because those Asians, they loved what I was doing, and in the back of their mind, they were born in the United States, so in the back of their mind, they would love to do something like that, right? But they wouldn't even fathom it right now, because they know what they need to do, or what their parents tell them they need to do, or they think they need to do, blah, 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 right? Go there, get not good grades, get the best fucking grades, get out there, and then go to grad school so you can become a doctor, right? Go get your 6-8 years so you can become a doctor in whatever field it is, whether it's just PT or XYZ. It's like, oh my God. I'm like, I just don't, I don't think you owe that. I really don't think you owe that to anybody, kindness and respect. That's it. What was the second one? What was he coming about? He was kind of coming about again, life path. His schooling is just beginning, kind of, but he's been alone, and this is the first time he's been alone in his entire life. He's far away from family. He's all by himself down there, making friends with his teammates and schoolmates and XYZ, but he still feels that, deep down there should be something else he should be doing. And I don't know if that stems from his father, and his father, never really wanted him to go down this path. He's a white guy, I don't need to explain that, but I only bring up his race in that moment there, because 3 minutes ago I talked about how culture is subjectively, kind of says what type of mindset you have, what type of path you have, and how you see how life should be. That's the only reason I brought it up, because that is how we're going to get rid of all of these goddamn problems, man, is to stop talking about them, to really stop talking about them, man. You keep shouting them. The more you shout them, the more people you piss off, and the more you just make people think, really, what is this all about? I think we just need to shut the fuck up and just do, okay? If you think something is right, then don't say it. Just goddamn do it, huh? Lead by direction, lead by action. I was thinking today, we were at delivering out DoorDash, and this guy was holding a sign, Jesus is the answer. Jesus is the answer. And I was sitting there, I'm like, you know what? I will never, ever be friends with a sign holding person. If you're out, if you got time in your day to walk out to the bridge and hold a sign, we ain't friends, Okay, that's where you think your time is best worth. We're not friends. You could help me hold a sign, Marshal Kramer is Jesus, right? And I will literally drive by you and splash water on your ass. I will make sure you're standing right by a big puddle, and I will wash your ass out. Not friends. Jesus Christ, just go do. Go do. I really think most sign holding people have a little bit of mental illness in them. Or a little bit, I'm thinking maybe a lot bit. There's something cuckoo going on. You don't want to go watch a soccer game, a football game. You don't want to go to the bar with your friends. You don't want to just go jerk off. Like, you don't want to wank the pank. You want to go to a bridge and hold a goddamn sign in front of people who are literally going to be like, fuck this dude. Fuck this dude. So, but the second one, my second friend, right? That's the reason I brought that up. I think it stems from his father. His father's a hardworking, blue-collar man, And he was just talking about it. He was starting to feel bad, He's like thinking about money, this and that. I'm like, dude, you're going to school. Good for you. First of your family, probably, right? You're working, right? He plays sports too and stuff, so he can't do too much, but he works. The extra hours he has, he's doing really good in school. This guy was not a good student in high school. Not. Probably like a 2. Maybe a 1 point something, and now he's got a 3.7, something like that, blah, blah, blah. So good for him, man. I'm telling him like that, and then he's following his dream. I'm like, I got to that point where I just felt like I stressed life too much. Life is going so good for me right now because, like I talked about, I know it, that I have 51 days till I graduate because it's been in red letters for it started at day 73, and above it says, where are you going to be in, 51 days. And what I mean by that was, where are you going to be, Marsh, in 51 days? Because year and year and year has came through. Your mindset has got better, but you have gotten nowhere. You're still the same faulty guy, right? Yeah, maybe not. Maybe I'm not giving myself enough credit. I'm just saying I still have crippling crutches that I want to reach for, right? I'm not an angry guy. You guys won't know this just because I started the podcast 2 years ago, but I used to be the biggest hothead. Like, my friends used to love to like tease me. They do. I'll talk to Frankie about it when he gets back in this podcast. He was one specifically. Mitchell Dale was another one too. They love to get me riled up because it was so easy to do so, and it's funny. I'm an entertaining guy, right? I got a lot of energy. I can be a little loose and goose. Now you get me all fired up like that, dude. It was funny for them, and it wasn't funny for me because I would lose so much energy. Then when I finally calmed down, I felt like a goddamn fool. So I want to make sure I'm on a different path, at that time, but how I'm getting better, and I do feel like I'm getting better that just since I started that 3 weeks ago, I'm getting better at it because I realize why I think I wasn't getting anywhere the years before. It's because I stressed so hard. And like I said to you, right, why I feel like I haven't gotten anywhere yet is because I still have these crippling crutches that I reach for, right? I think I reach for those crippling crutches because of the fear that I instill in my own mind. Okay, like we talked about before with salesmen and instilling fear tactics in you. As a community health major, right, we know that the worst thing to do for a fitness client or diet client, someone you're trying to come in and better their health, is to put in their head the worst possible outcome in which will happen if they continue on the same lifestyle choices, lifestyle path, right? That's because it will make them. The average person, this is not law. This is observation. This is theory. This is well studied theory in psychology. But this isn't law. This is not for everybody. But it usually makes the person so crippled in their fears that and it could be addiction. They're trying to help with addiction, right? And you go, hey, well, if you keep smoking those cigarettes, what's going to happen to you? You have that throat in your goddamn lung. Now, this is a person who's addicted to cigarettes, has probably been smoking for 30 years, and you come in there, you scare them the shit out, and for 30 years, every time they've been scared, sad, mad, upset, whatever, they haven't been baseline, what do they go reach for? Cigarettes. So now what you're going to do is not make them feel good. Oh my God, you're in the right place. I'm so happy you're here. I'm so excited for your change, right? You're not doing that. You're like, oh, really? Keep smoking those cigarettes and you'll see what will happen to your goddamn lungs. Yeah, you'll be walking around with a tank on your back. Oh yeah, right? That's going to scare them and probably lead them to do what? Walk out of the door and smoke a goddamn cigarette, right? Oh, you keep eating that food, baby, you won't get fat. You can lose a toe to diabetes. You're going to lose a goddamn toe, right? What is she going to do? She's going to go home and eat some food. She's going to give that motherfucking tub of Blue Bunny, baby. Blue Bunny is ass. I don't know why I said Blue Bunny. Blue Bunny is ass, dog. Blue Bunny is for goddamn birthday parties, right? When you got that gallon tub and you're trying to serve everybody. Otherwise that shit is ass, brother. You put that shit into like a super sugary, a super like chocolatey strawberry like milkshake, and maybe it'll be decent, right? You gotta try to fix it up somehow, dog. That shit's ass. I don't even know what's my favorite ice cream, but that shit ass. So yeah, I'm gonna kind of end it here, and it was a good podcast. I enjoyed the one with Tate, and I hope you guys enjoyed this one too. And just know, like, for real, in my belief, I hope people see this way, because it feels very liberating. But you, kindness and respect, give to thy neighbor, give to everyone you fucking see, wave, smile, hold doors, tell someone they're beautiful, all those little different things. But outside of that, you owe nobody nothing. Do you, be you, stay true, be yourself unapologetically. Don't apologize for anything you want to be about. Just only apologize if you weren't kind or weren't respectful, because that's the only thing we owe to anyone else. Otherwise, yeah, do things for yourself and save the explanations for yourself, right? Or don't even explain it to yourself. Who cares? I'm doing it because I like it. No one else needs to know. All right, guys. Until next time, take care, my friends. Got to give a little bit of that willfully optimistic, have a camper's vibe. Take care, my friends, and scoot boot toodaloo.